So we're going to type in another voter here. Once again, I'm going to ignore the date of birth and I'm just going to start typing the name. So I'll hit tab. I'm going to use that same name again because I saw. Okay, and now you notice this one says VBM. That means voted ballot by mail. So I'm going to hit that one. And what this says up in the top right corner is vote by mail issued. Okay. So in this case, we're going to answer the questions here. Obviously, they gave us their ID, and we're using their ID to look them up instead of actually hand typing, which I'm just showing you you can type if you need to. So I'm going to hit yes, that the name and address are correct. It comes up on this and says, alert, voter has been issued a vote by mail ballot. Does the voter have the ballot to surrender or a notice of improper delivery or a notice of surrendered ballot? The notice of improper delivery and notice of surrendered ballot would be something that they would get from our office whenever they turned their ballot in and said, I want to vote in person. So usually they wouldn't have those, and they may or may not have their mail ballot. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to say they did not bring their ballot with them. So I'm going to say no here. And it says issue a provisional ballot. It says this person may need to vote a provisional ballot because they've been issued a mail ballot. Direct the voter to complete a paper provisional ballot envelope. Do you wish to issue a provisional ballot? So at this point, if they have not already filled out the provisional ballot envelope to do the provisional voting, you would send them to the table to have that filled out. You can leave it here if you don't have a line, but if you do have a line, you can cancel your way back out of this and hit home, and you're back to the voter check-in screen. Now we're going to proceed as if they came back through the line and we check them in or we look them up. And once again, I'll type the name. I spelled it wrong. Shows what I know here. I hit a T. There we go. So I'm going to go back to the same voter. I'm going to say yes, their ID is correct. This time I'm going to say no, they did not bring their ballot. And did the voter complete a paper ballot, provisional ballot affidavit envelope? Yes. Do you wish to? And so I'm going to hit yes. I wish to issue this voter a provisional ballot. So did they provide an acceptable photo ID, which I'm going to say yes. And so this is basically saying you're going to add this voter as a provisional. So I'm going to hit OK here. And now you're ready to get voter signature. So again, you'd have the voter verify the information on the bottom of the screen and have the voter sign. And when the voter hits OK, it comes back to you. You hit continue, and it'll print the ticket. And I'm going to flip this up for the contrast so you can see this. The ticket says provisional on it. When you actually do a provisional check-in like this, there will not be a barcode here. This will be blank, and that's on purpose. We don't want a barcode here because we don't want you to go to the JBC and shoot that and accidentally bypass the provisional procedure on the JBC. So it will say provisional. It has the voter's information, and you would use the precinct number to go, which is at the bottom of this, or the ballot style, to go and give that voter the correct ballot. By the way, you do not have to have a voter sign a provisional combination form anymore. So you would not need to fill out the combination form and have the voter sign that, because by checking them in on this system, it creates the combination form for us, which we can print out in the office here. What you do have to do, though, is give the voter, or put the voter's name on the list of registered voters. That list of registered voters is required, and it's kind of an inventory of the envelopes that are inside that bag. So remember, if you've got an envelope going into the bag, For the provisional bag, you need to have the name put on that list of provisional voters. Okay?